Welcome back. It's been a minute. We got some exciting news. We just bought a 2019 KTM 150 two-stroke, baby. First two-stroke ever. I went out on its test ride yesterday, and obviously I don't know two-strokes too well, but it's got gas in it. It just died. It's got gas in it. Beats me, man. I'm thinking I fouled the plug, even though it's a newer spark plug. So we're gonna go outside, change the spark plug, and hopefully she turns over. Looks like it's got gas. It's not spitting out of the overflow tube things. Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about two strokes, but I do have a lot of things to do today, so I want to get this done. Seems like that's my saying every day. But here she is. Super cool. Want to race it is the plan. I don't know much about two strokes or anything really. I will say no kickstand, which sucks too. So it's my buddy's bike. He's like an A rider, and he's basically getting a four-stroke. I guess his kid's bike broke down. He's getting his kid a new bike, but then he's gonna get a four-stroke once he gets his kid situated. And I've always wanted to try a two-stroke. I don't know, I just thought they smell cool, sound great, and it's, I guess, easier to work on. And I don't know about anything about bikes really. Or I guess I know quite a bit about bikes, just not motors. And I'm always trying to learn. And what better way to learn than on a two-stroke? I guess like my point in on YouTube, trying to make a series out of it. Like I do have a used plug here. He said it was good. So if this, I actually did follow this plug, I'm gonna order another plug. So we'll try this other used one. See what happens. Alright, I think she's on. Put the little plug wire on a plug out. Moment of truth, yes. I spent my whole savings account on this bike, so that better work. Cut. That's gonna be our quick test ride today. So we're gonna ride it for the first time, actually. See how it feels. See how bad I am at riding a two-stroke. Definitely forgot my motorcycle helmet at work. I use it for mountain biking at the local resort, so I definitely got to bring that back. But I also got to get a comfortable way to clear out some space to get this bike off the stand. It's definitely not working next to this tractor. It's way too tight with these tires. I'm new to riding dirt bikes in the woods, like trying to be aggressive on big bikes. I'm getting crazy arm pump with my wrists, so I'm clearly not riding with my legs enough, and I'm just manhandling with my arms. So I need to work on that. I also don't know if I should be in like first gear, second gear. Am I lugging the bike too much? Am I revving it too much? Let me know what you guys think by hearing it. I'm riding in old trails I haven't ridden in 10 years. So I'm just trying to figure out the best case to get out of here is. But one thing I've noticed here with this bike is that it's super lightweight and responsive. I was riding a 254 stroke a couple of years ago, and it was a 2012 granted, but this bike definitely feels a lot lighter. I can drop it, I pick it up with one hand. Like, it's super lightweight and nimble. It's just an all-motor bike, which is super nice to like be able to whip around and throw around and put where you want. And as well as with this power band, obviously I'm not too familiar with two strokes, but it's like hits like mid to like higher revs, so it's like pretty quick acceleration, and you can still kind of lug the bike, which is really cool from what I've seen on like other 125s and stuff. Yeah, so it's like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of beans down low, which obviously it's a two-stroke, so you gotta rev it out, but it's nice. So it wouldn't be too overwhelming for new riders or something along those lines, I don't think. I mean, I really only hit power band like
pretty hard at the top of third, and you have to be going, you know, you have to be ringing the bike out to be in a power band to where you're like ripping on it. So I don't think it would be too bad to really learn on. One thing I'm trying to get used to on this thing is it stops really well because it's got like the Brembo brakes on it. But one thing I've noticed is just coming from the 4-stroke, like I've mentioned before, on my street bikes and the 250 I had for like a month, there's no engine braking. So on a 2-stroke, I feel like I want to like overshoot certain corners and stuff just because I'm like engine brake, and I'll rely on that, and then I realize, no, I'm just free coasting. So that's definitely something to get used to. One thing I would say too is I've noticed like from second to third, sometimes it's kind of finicky. Sometimes it doesn't want to go into third, and looking up, I guess KTMs are pretty known for that. But it looks like it's on the newer bikes now, 2019. But I guess it's a common issue. But as long as it wasn't really a huge like red flag determining factor, I just had to click up once or twice extra. I guess I don't really know the whole like maintenance deal on 2-strokes. I'm sure I got to do top end a lot more frequent than I'm used to. But no, it should be fun. I just wanted something that needed a little more attention and hands-on rather than like a 4-stroke. But it should be a good switch up. I'm starting to feel comfortable already through the woods here, just trying to loosen up a little bit. I was definitely stiff trying to learn the bike. Now I'm seeing where it wants to give out, where I can push it, what I'm doing wrong, even just riding form and everything too. But we'll say like one thing I do really like about this bike that I've figured out too is kind of the clutch action and like throttle response in a way. I just coming through here, I'm obviously in first or second through the woods half these clips, and I've noticed where, you know, I'm trying to milk the clutch. You definitely have to work the clutch a little bit more on a 2-stroke too, but which is fun. I kind of like the clutch work and, you know, really riding the bike rather than just hopping on with the recluse and just going. But yeah, the clutch feels great. It's super lightweight. It's not like my wrist is tired and hands are tired from trying to like pull it in and grab it. It's definitely super lightweight, easy to deal with, and good modulation. I think it's something to appreciate when navigating tricky obstacles or, you know, just long rides or races if that's what you're gonna do with it. So I definitely enjoy the clutch feel and think that's a huge positive characteristic KTM did with this. It's funny too because I definitely did not think I would ever be on a KTM. I'm definitely a Yamaha fanboy, but something about the 150, I've heard good things and wanted something a little bit more than a 125 just because I've seen you can lug these down low a little bit more and not ring them out as much down low, and especially in the woods because that's basically all I have around me here in upstate New York. Figured that'd be a good option. And in the long run, I didn't like this KTM. I could just sell it and get a 4-stroke and probably not lose money. I did pick this up for $3,900. It's a 2019. It's got 23 hours on the bike and 7 on the top end currently. Probably about 10 after me making this video. But yeah, no, it's been great so far. It's definitely a little challenging trying to go through all these trails, but I used to go through 10 years ago and figure out where the trails were and was with the fallen debris from storms and stuff. A couple things I gotta get used to though is just little 2-stroke stuff like mixing gas and whatever. I definitely got to get some ramps for the trucks and stuff so I could take it elsewhere in a stand and everything. 'Cause the Adirondacks are about 3 hours out. And there's a bunch of buddies who ride around here and stuff from school, high school and stuff that I see them posting all the time. So that would be a great time to get around some friends again and just kind of get outside. That's the whole point of the bikes, you know, it's just enjoying nature and not being on their phones and getting out and just playing like we used to. Feels great. Definitely worth the purchase. Definitely don't regret spending money at all. I like a lot of my stuff. Like, you really trying that too? I definitely spend too much. For longer rides, I mean, I rode this thing for an hour today, and obviously I was still getting used to it as well. But just the comfort level of the bike felt good. Like the seat, I know it's aftermarket, but just the actual position felt good, soft. I mean, I wasn't reaching for the bars or wanted to change that position, or I didn't feel out of place. You know, I just swung a leg over and I was like, yeah, it feels comfy. It's lightweight, nimble. I'm not like I've mentioned, I definitely want to do hair scrambles with this bike, and it seems like from what I can feel, as long as I stopped with the arm pump and learned how to ride right, it'll definitely be a comfy bike where it's not strenuous over a couple hours. I know it's like some of these races are 50 miles for a couple hours, but no, I definitely think it'll be a comfy bike and not struggle as much. My last bike, it was a 254 stroke RM 250, and I'm only 5'6", so every time I dumped it or just dropped it at the track, man, it was hard to swing my leg over and get it kick-started over because I'm so short, and it's hard to reach the ground. But this bike definitely feels a little bit better as far as height-wise, too. I don't know if that's... I have to look that up, the difference in ride height or seat height from those two bikes, but definitely feels more easy to manage. But maybe that's just due to the lightweight bike and lightweight frame and everything. So, but yeah, with further ado, I appreciate you guys watching and always supporting the channel. Stay on the lookout for more content with cars and hopefully bikes. Maybe we'll enter a race at the end of the year, early spring. We'll see how much seat time and how comfortable we can get. But yeah, we'll see how two-stroke life treats me. I'll update you guys on anything that happens with the bike or projects or even more riding footage with other people. But stay tuned and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.